Okay, so today I got my hands on a golf club which could potentially transform my golf game forever. Now I know a lot of you are thinking, James, you say that all the time, but today I just shot my personal best score. Oh, woo! Oh, stop it. Oh, come on! It's all. It's in. Oh. Come on! Around a Tiger Woods design golf course from the Tiger Tees. And it wasn't the driver that helped me do it, it was this. It was the SAWG Handsome 2 putter. Now if you're in the UK, you're in Europe, you may not have heard of SAWG too much, but here in the US they are absolutely massive and I've really enjoyed using this putter. I'll throw some putts on screen from today and we are now on the Tom Watson putting green here at Big Cedar Lodge. So this is the Handsome 2, as I've said. It's got a tri-sole design, so that does sit nice and flat on the floor. It's a lovely milled face and it also has a really nice top line which I really enjoy. I think the black shaft complements the head wonderfully well and that grip is delightful. It's a lambkin grip actually. I just feel like, I don't know what's happened today, but it's really helped me play some outstanding golf. You can see the roll on that golf ball end over end over end. I actually used TaylorMade stripe ball today and that's really helped me realise that this is a fantastic putter for me. We'll have a look at some other options in just a second from the guys at, go on then, oh, from the guys at SAWG. But for me, I can't believe that I'd never really heard of this putter brand. Some of the head covers they make, some of the golf bags they make are unbelievable as well. They have them in the shop here because we are at the moment at the SAWG Tour Grand Final, which is being played right now on Paynes Valley. And for me to shoot the score that I shot today, I was really impressed with myself. Let's have a look at the other putter that we have here because Chris actually used this one and he holed some amazing putts as well. You can see the head cover game is insanely strong here, just don't give a putt. And this is more of a kind of mallet shape, as you can see. Again, we've got the milling in the face, we've got a nice flat sole this time. This is called the Boss. It is 353 grams as opposed to the putter I had, which was 352 grams. But again, really nice that these putters are so precise in their weightings and in their specs. We actually spoke to a guy called Nick who does help design these putters. He used to work for another huge putter brand and he has kind of brought his industry knowledge into the SAWG putters, which is fantastic. I didn't realise quite a few tour players are starting to use the SAWG putters as well. Even Anna Nordqvist won a major with her SAWG putter, so why not potentially try one? They're not cheap, as you can see on the website, but they are a bit of a collector's item as well. Chris putted really well with this, and I must say, I do quite like how that sits and how that feels. It feels a little bit firmer potentially than the putter that I was using. Maybe the milling's not quite as deep, but for me, a really enjoyable putter, a really enjoyable round of golf. I'm gonna have to go back with this one. It's a long time since I potentially have used an answer style putter, but for me results don't lie. Being able to do it under a little bit of pressure because there were quite a few people there today, a lot of people watching on some tees and on some greens, and I know that shouldn't really make a difference to you, but for me it does. I do start to get a little bit nervous out on the golf course and I felt like I could really just, I mean this sits so nicely with this grip as well. I feel like I could just kind of go into, go on, that's got to be in, oh, it's just a bit firm. I can go into my routine and from there I can just start to, well, as you can see on screen, I can just start to hold putts, to be honest. And even from this distance, I feel like I'm giving it a go. I don't feel like it's a case of just trying to two putt and basically not three putt. And what I did particularly well was hole out. So I birdied the first 3 holes. I'm not going to tell you the score because there's a full video coming, but I holed out for par as well. So it's okay holing birdie putts, but generally what you need to do if you are going to score good rounds of golf is do that when it counts. You're going to chip well, you're going to pitch well, put it fairly close to the flag, and then from there roll in the par putts, because par putts are as important as birdie putts. I know they don't feel it, but they really help you keep your score going. And that roll, oh, is absolutely gorgeous. That's why I really enjoyed using this ball as well, to help me have the feedback and the knowledge that as soon as I hold a couple of putts, I was like, you know what, this is a good putting day. I am putting well today. This putt is working exceptionally well for me. It feels really good. I've got the distance control. I had 1 3-putt today, and that was the only bogey that we had. So sort of giving the score away there. But on a golf course like this where the greens are perfect, it really has got me thinking, should I invest a little bit of money into potentially a SAWG putter to go into my bag? Guys, if you tried one, let me know in the comments. Have you got one in the bag? Have you got a couple of head covers as well? There's a little bit of a kind of cult following with SAWG, and I didn't get it at first, but seeing how much fun the guys have had here, even on the putting competition they had up here on the Tom Watson putting green just the other night, I can sort of see myself getting into that. I can see myself really enjoying it, and I can see myself maybe even potentially improving my game with a SAWG putter. And you see, guys, one of the huge things that I've really enjoyed about this putter is the distance control. So you're never going to hole every single putt, but I feel like I can get that ball rolling and have a go past the hole. You can see that's perfect distance, just didn't quite give it enough for the break. Let's give us a bit more break. You can see how good this roll is on the Tour Response stripe ball as well, so I'm not relying on potentially ramming putts to get them in. That noise today, I've heard that so many times, more times than ever. And one thing I find really interesting is that there's a brand out here in America which is so big, like the community they've built is massive, and I've never really heard of it. I'd heard of it loosely because I've heard of the SAWG Tour before and some of the amazing places they do bring their customers to play. But the fact that I'd never heard of kind of the putters that they do, the milling that they do, and the top quality that they do as well, I just couldn't believe it, to be honest. I thought, oh, it must be kind of a little bit of a kind of cheap thing, but absolutely not. You look at just how good a quality these really are, and if you see on screen now, just everything that goes into these putters, then you really start to understand just how good they really are. Okay, so the last point of call that I want to address with these putters is, would you go blade, would you go mallet, and what head cover would you have? Because I've played the round of my golf with a pink head cover. Do I go pink? I don't know. I actually really like this one with the green on. You can see very interesting colour schemes there, but we're going to have a little bit of a head-to-head here with the Handsome 2 and the Boss. We'll see which one comes out on top. For me, isn't this just golf? You've played the best round of your life, you've had birdies galore, you've holed loads of putts, and you're like, oh, actually, could I maybe go with a different one? Could I hold more? Because to be honest, I missed a few as well. Chris will agree with me here that shot, I'm not going to tell you what I shot, but it could have been a lot more because there's a couple rolled past. But then how many putts do you expect to make in a round of golf? Because that's something which is so important and something which so many people generally do start to get that little bit kind of, you don't really understand about tour averages and make percentages and things like that. So let's have a go first. We'll go play a bit of the ladder game and see exactly how many we can hole and how many potential points we get. So we'll go 2 points for a hole, -1 point for one short, and -1 point for one that goes too far past that isn't a gimme, we'll say. So that's 2 points straight off the bat with the Boss, and I really enjoy the feedback that I'm getting with these balls as well. So I don't really like the grip as much as on the Handsome 2. The Lampkin grip sits really nicely for me. Oh, we'll give ourselves a point for that because that's just a nice gimme range, and this is the distance where you're probably not going to make it, but can you get it nice and close, and can you walk out of there without a 3-putt? Well, that felt delightful though. Oh, well, let's set these up and let's go with the Handsome 2. I think there's every chance that I hold all 3 of these. I feel so confident with this putter. I might. There might be a transaction at some point, there might. I've bought so much golf stuff recently. Whoosh. Okay, blade putter, very much Scotty Cameron-like, very much ping anti-like as you can tell. Right, felt so good with these all day today. Literally just get that ball rolling and let that release in. And for me, if I could hold more putts of that length, I think I would kind of shoot lower scores, to be honest. I think it would be something that would have a positive effect on my game. I've been using the Odyssey tool on for quite a while now, but Go on, go on. It's the same putt, James. Moves more from there. That's a gimme. So we've got this one to win and have a dead cert that the Handsome 2 is the putter for us. If you go online, there's loads of different putters on the SWAG website. You can get loads of different funky designs as well. Have we made it? Have we made it? Oh, guys, thank you so much for watching. Huge thanks to the guys at SWAG for lending us this. It's literally going like in here. Huge thanks to the guys at Big Seed Lodge for having us as well. What a spectacular place this has been. Lots of content coming. Smash that subscribe button if you want to see it. And apart from that, I'll see you all at the same time tomorrow, hopefully with my new putter. I'll try and do a deal, I think.